Hello, I'm AndreasG and welcome to another, what is it called again? Educational Ranked, Learn from Maneuver. So we are jumping into ranked here. We're gonna get somebody random. The whole concept of this series is me playing a game in ranked, which I never do. Haven't played in weeks ever since the last video in ranked. I don't really care about ranked. But anyways, we get a 1v1 opponent, like the one you would face normally in ranked. And we just try to explain what happens. See if I can give you guys some tips and tricks. Important to remember though, that this is not the same as a normal tutorial. I can't go in depth into all the details because there's simply not enough time when just playing a game here. 10-15 minutes. So if you want that sort of deal, you should check out AndreasG Sports Guides as well as some of my previous videos like Top 10 Mistakes You Do or at Tightness Academy. A series that will be expanded shortly later. But here for now, it's more of like, I should stop this Steam download, right? So I don't lag out. So what map are we? Oh, we are on Meso, and to me this just this screams fun, doesn't it? On Meso, I do like to spawn a bit offensively here, so I'm gonna pick this spawn around here and we're gonna focus on some early aggression and lobs. Because I know a lot of you are big fans of lobs, and I am so myself too. There are some simple stuff we gotta keep in mind when we go lobs. So first of all, we always want to go second air factory because it's stable as shit. Then go into some pigeons, then we will start working on those lobs after. Just a normal sort of deal up here. We could even move into 4 boom bots in between here, and I think we will do so too. Let's just queue those up, shall we? Something like that. Queue this 1 to 3 as you see here. You can grab it on 3, perfect. Queue up your first metal, pretty close, and then you want to go into early radar somewhere. That would be lovely, so we can have control over our expansion. This radar is going to cover this entire area. Going to give us information about all his troop movement. Just queuing up some turrets. We'll probably re-queue that, we'll see. Oh, that was a mistake. There we go. This one, Combat Faber, Reclaiming Commander. This is all normal stuff if you watch my EA Titans Academy video. This one is hot queued at 2. These two are at 3 now. Putting this one at 5. Sending him offensively. We can even track him in this camera here. Let's make sure he doesn't expand to some of the water here. See what he's up to, just going some standard vehicle stuff. And here in comes the lobby, eh? I guess what's smart is to mix in a pigeon in between the lobs. Just go a couple of lobs maybe. Let's queue up another combat fabric to reclaim some trees. We'll move this over here. I think that should be clear. He's not moving into the water quite yet. And now just put up the early aggression. That is important. See if we can kill this Fabers. That would be lovely. Force fire the lobs when it's finished, so they start to chew out those. See, getting both Fabus with his boombot perfectly. Gonna get the other one here, and we're off to a beautiful start. So, as you might see, sniping your opponent's Fabers is a very crucial part of a PA opening, and also protecting your own Fabs, which I'm not doing too well at the moment, but you will be alright. The second combat Faber is now out reclaiming trees. I will hotkey that at 4 if I can. There we go. Second lob. Oh, the first lob isn't firing. Gotta make sure it fires. If you do it too close to the edge, it will not fire. That is a very bad bug indeed. But nothing we can do about that. He's gonna pick off my bomber. Not too drastically. We're just gonna circle over his base, see what he's going on. moving into naval, so will we do. I want to move into some more air, I guess. Would be lovely. So we'll move into some naval ourselves. We're wasting a bit, but that storage is going to fix that. Slubs are finally firing. It's time to be aggressive. So he's moved over to the naval way too fast to my liking. So what we are going to do, we're going to raid him with his Doxus. This is not good how it's streamlined in here. I don't know what that happened, but try to avoid that. It's smart. Just keep expanding. He's not very aggressive, so we don't have to pay too much attention to defensive measures. Let's just expand over here maybe with a naval factory. Then over to a radar and some mexes. Lovely. Let's make sure we keep on scouting. I think he's going pretty heavy in the air fabbers, but he can't keep up in terms of production, so it isn't that rushed. So this is really the biggest strength when it comes to lobs, yeah. A lot of Doxus very early. I have no idea where these fabbers come from, but I'll take them. Make sure you don't get screwed over by some bombers, and you will be alright. We need to produce more energy, so that is what we will do. Ah, that was what happened. There we go. And there is his commander. He knows he's in trouble. So at this stage of the game, we will have to make sure he haven't expanded anywhere with air fabbers. Send those around. Our little prox booster is going to get a couple of fabbers, and then he's going to get troops to attack in from this other direction. We're going to have our other stuff coming in here. Going to move into quite some energy here, because we're going more heavy fabbers than we usually would. But that's alright. Just going to secure our naval presence. Not going to be too important. See energy crashing, doesn't matter too much. We are going to get more open anyways. And this guy is pretty passive anyways. It's no issue, to be honest with you. This stage you want more fireflies really. Just to keep your intel up to date. To be able to shut down every move he makes. As we see here, he's expanded over. Clever, clever. So he's pretty decent when it comes to the naval in this game. And to the air superiority, to be honest too, but we'll just snipe out his bombers. That will be alright. It's one. He's gonna lose the rest of my Doxus. If you see this opening, it does not include a lot of energy, and that's because of the lobs. The lobs is not using any energy whatsoever. That is simply lovely. Just trying to expand over here. Not going to be successful in that. Just need some more air. So we are going to queue that up. So once again, just our expansion shines through, so that is why it's very important to expand, and he already calls the GG. I think he realizes there's nothing he can do with this small area here. That is not how you use lobs effectively, but at least we shut down all the expansion. So really, what this shows is that he couldn't really do too much. Because we had docks everywhere, so he couldn't expand. If we look through this game right here, he tried to expand, but our Doxus, our lobs, just raided it, and you see as raiding these 2 metal here leaves him with 4 metal extractors left, and that is basically it for him. You cannot win a game with 4 metal extractors. The eco difference is so massive. The game is already won at this stage, and we're just trading, and by every trade we're getting stronger and stronger, expanding outwards. His try at the water is decent, but doesn't really take him anywhere, as they do not have the eco. So Lobs, let's just rewatch this opening right here. Is a standard Titans Academy opening, then move into Lob, Pigeon, So if you're used to going factories, if these 2 were factories instead, normal factories, there would be an issue with the energy. But since Lobs does not use energy, you actually see we're floating in energy. We're able to not build quite a bit of energy for quite a bit of time, giving us a nice little edge, putting this metal into units instead of energy, giving us the edge we really need. Good enough, I guess. Seems like I had an idle air factory. Not too perfect, but we don't play against top Uber either, so I went a bit heavy on the Fabbers here. That's not really necessary, but I did so to just secure the late game. What you gotta make sure is that if you go heavy into Fabbers, you don't crash the energy too much. I was able to solve the situation with the Fabber spam and energy spam on the backside here. We're just taking short crashes here, so pretty alright. The most important is that you don't crash metal for sure, and we stayed out of that with a metal storage. It's a very nice thing to incorporate into your build as a metal storage quite early, at least if you're going into Lobs, because these will have some downtime when they shoot, as well as you are going to have issues later in the game when you decide to expand with more Fabbers because of the energy situations. That metal storage will make sure that you don't waste all your metal when all your stuff is made inefficient by energy crashes. That's about it. I hope that gave you some more information about the competitiveness of PA. I hope you learned a little bit more, and I hope you got a little bit better, and we will be back with more soon, so you can learn a little bit more. In the meantime, watch Titans Academy and watch the other POVs and have fun. And if you enjoy this occasional rank things, you should leave a like, because it's like with everything on this channel. If people enjoy it, I will keep making it. If people don't enjoy it, I will just leave it. So I need feedback if you guys want to see this more. So if you don't want to see this more, hit the dislike button, please do. That'd be lovely too, to tell me that, you know what, Andreas, I don't want to watch this. This is not good enough. It's for both, yeah. You got the like button and dislike button, both is for a reason. So I hope you enjoyed it. Catch you guys later. Adios.